Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche. Scaramouche isn't used to situations like this. Usually, he's the one who's standing up for himself. Usually, people won't care if he's hurt because he's just a puppet, just something to fix and break over and over again. But the level of care and love that he sees from you is so strange, so unusual, that he has never really seen it before from anyone. It's strange to him, and he doesn't know how to deal with it. All of that he finds overwhelming. The way you love him, and the way you're willing to sacrifice your life just so he will be happy. And right now, he was faced with a reality that was more akin to a nightmare. Mayan, please, talk to me. His voice was high-pitched from the panic as he held you, screaming your name over and over, the desperate plea for you to wake up, but to no avail. He picked you up and ran to the nearest infirmary. The scene that happened, replaying in his mind. The two of you were walking down the street, and you're being a little bit excited, wandering around, telling him of all the places that you wanted him to go with you. And though he wasn't that excited, he couldn't help but smile. The way you smiled and were so happy was infectious after all. And even he couldn't keep himself from that aura. But then, someone approached him, and just as Scaramouche was going to fight, an arrow was fired off from the distance, and you had pushed the Scare out of the way, taking the head instead. He had ended up killing the two people who were the cause of this attack. But no matter, because that would not rewind what happened. Time wouldn't go back. He won't be able to save you. And right now, you are bleeding. An injury forming that he couldn't do anything about. What if he lost you? What if he was the cause of the fact that you could never open your eyes again? There were tears streaming down his cheeks. Tears he didn't even notice. As he took you to the nearest doctor, yelling at them to fix you, yelling at them to treat you, to make you smile again, to make you wake up. Because the fact that you could die, he won't accept that. It just can't happen. He can't lose anyone he loves like that again. And once you wake up, even though he has many things to say, and even though he's angry that you wanted to take the hit for him in the first place, the first thing that he does is wrap his arms around you and cry into your shirt, apologizing for the fact that he did this, for the fact that so many times he never told you how much he loved you, for the fact that you put up with someone like him and he wasn't good enough for it. But someday, even though the two of you were hurt in completely different ways, the two of you will heal. And that's something only time can do. Venti never knew that something that would scare him so much could truly happen in reality. Being an Archon meant that many things weren't that scary to you. And it meant that loss and seeing someone you love dearly just die in front of you. It happened quite a lot. Enough for you to get used to it at least. And even though Venti hated it, he was no stranger to it. He had seen it many times, but he never knew it would still hurt him so much when faced with it again. Mayan, please. Please, Mayan. Just talk to me. You'll be okay, right? You'll be alright. I promise you'll be okay. He repeated over and over as he ran with you, calling for Devalin to help him. You were hurt, severely, and all because David's order had hurt you. when you were trying to defend one of Venti's statues. It's all my fault, he had said to himself. The moment that you got hurt in front of him, stabbed in the back by one of the members, it keeps replaying in his mind like a horrible horror movie that just won't leave him alone. Closing his eyes already filled him with guilt, but sitting and looking at your face as you were pale, all the life drained out of you, it was even worse. And he couldn't keep himself from crying. That's the first time. Thankfully, he was able to reach Jean in time, and she had healed you. But even then, she saw the troubled look on her Archon's face, the way he was barely holding back tears in front of her, and the way that he held your hand so gently, kissing it, apologizing once, twice, and 100 more times. Nothing in the world could make him feel like he was redeemed enough for what had happened to you, even though logically, none of it was his fault. You just wanted to help him and protect him. And look where that got you. When you woke up, Venti was right there, watching over you and looking at you, holding your hand, and before you could say anything, he shushed you. Lion, you're an absolute idiot. I could have lost you. I could have lost my entire world. And you were just defending a statue? Screw it. Screw what happens. I can deal with it, Lion. Please, don't put yourself in danger like that again. I don't know if my heart will be able to handle it. But when you tried to apologize, he shook his head, stopping you, telling you he doesn't want to hear those words from your lips. Ever. Because if anything, he was the one who failed to protect you and keep you safe. But then, after it was all over, he quickly wiped his tears away, apologizing for making such a scene, and trying to keep the conversation lighthearted, to help you get better and feel more positive. He began singing sweet songs to you, reading books, and reciting poems, anything to help put a smile on your face and help get you better. And next time, no one will be able to hurt you. Never again. Not on this watch.